Hey you guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Pros. Welcome to another weekend product review. Today we're going to be reviewing another articulating Borescope endoscope camera. I was sent this the other day by DXZtoz. You got to come up with a better name, man. Nobody's going to remember this. Not to mention the fact that you can't even pronounce it. DXZtoz? Why don't you come up with a name like The Scope or Badass or something easy to remember? Well, I guess you can remember it by saying that this is the Borescope with the name that you can't pronounce or remember. Anyway, this is the AGC 500L. I mean, that's easier to remember than the name. It's an articulating industrial borescope. I don't know about that. Industrial? Opening up the box, and it comes in this really cool case. Zippered enclosure. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'll do it. So on one side, you got these accessories in a box, user manual. You have a little strap here that opens with a cover that covers up the lens. Does look pretty cool, but why is this off of that? Oh, you gotta put it together? So I mean, it looks easy enough to install, but why do you have to install it? Most articulating cameras, you just take out of the box, press a button, and it's ready to use. When it has these parts where you have to put them on, there's more chance of it breaking. Like for instance, this being designed at an angle like that, I mean, if you put this down and push down, you're gonna break that entire housing. So, I mean, I wish you'd just make it easier, you know what I mean? This thing looks like, I don't know what this looks like. I don't even know what this is for. Maybe I should read the instructions. I don't see the purpose of that. Is this a stand? Maybe it's a stand. I mean, honestly, it's redundant items here that will cause it to break. I did my due diligence to at least look over the manual. The manual doesn't tell you what this bracket is for. It just says there's a bracket and how you open it up. I'm thinking it's just a stand. But it doesn't tell you what it's for. But it does tell you how to open this thing. Anyway, it has an internal 3000 milliamp lithium ion battery. And once fully charged, you can use it up to 4 hours. The screen is a high definition 5-inch screen. I was trying to find out how long this cord is, but it doesn't tell you in the manual. But it looks like about 4 feet. 180 degree on each side of the camera, articulating. So 360, 180 on this side, 180 on that side. You can turn these each 60 degrees, is what it said. What's cool is it also has a side camera too. So it's a dual camera. One camera there, one camera in the front. And of course, they're both lit up with an LED light so you can see clearly. Let's press the on button. DXZtoz. Ooh, that was pretty easy. See? You guys see that? That's pretty cool. Hey, look, it's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. So we can press this button here. That sounds like a phone. Oh wow, look, you can have a split screen using both cameras. The one pointed at me and the one pointed at the side. So that's pretty cool. And just one. The other camera. Both. That's cool. I like that. This one is to look at pictures that you've screenshotted. Obviously, it may come with a SD or TF card so that you can do screenshots on screen, like you want to capture what you're seeing so you can look at it without actually holding it. See over here, light on or light off, right? Or intensity. This button here is the light, on, higher intensity, off. This is the zoom. Or orientation. See? That's right side up, long press it, upside down, press it a few times, you can zoom and zoom out. Kind of cool. And you could video record or screenshot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. Good functions. When you press each button, it sounds like the old telephone tone. And it's good because it tells you on the screen the intensity of it. All right, I like that. Has some good pluses that I've never seen on these articulating cameras. So what's good about this one being only like 4 feet or 5 feet long in coil, right? They also make other borescopes where it comes with like 50 feet or 100 feet of wire, right? Those are for like, if you want to check your sewer system, you know, look through plumbing pipes and clogs and stuff, where you have to actually snake this 50-foot long cord all the way through the piping. But for purposes that I would use a borescope for is to check inside an engine or spots where you can try to see without taking it apart to see, you know, and that's basically just it. You want to use this so you can see what's wrong with it without having to spend a lot of time taking things apart to find it, right? And also it being such a small little snake, you can stick this inside your spark plug hole of your engine and inspect the bore or the piston, the rings, you know, how much rust or corrosion is inside a chamber, you know, tight spaces where you need to inspect exactly what's going on in there before you try to, let's say, start an engine. And if it's all rusted and stuff, and you start the engine without knowing what's inside and preparing it with like lubrication or automatic transmission fluid or penetrating oil or something like that, you'll actually damage that engine bore more if you tried to start it without finding out what's wrong with it first. You guys get the gist of what I mean, right? So this is a Toro recycler with a Kohler XT675 engine in it. The way this is designed, there's a flywheel brake on here that's made out of semi-metallic material. And basically how you kill the engine once it's started is that you let go of the bail handle, the brake touches the flywheel, makes contact with metal, and then grounds it out, and that's how you stop it. This mower has evidence of being left outside in the elements, such as there's rust and stuff all over the place. So usually when that happens, you suspect that the flywheel, the outer part of the flywheel, is covered in rust. If it's covered in rust, this is not going to stop. The brake is not going to be able to make contact with bare metal and then kill the engine. So instead of removing the whole thing to inspect the flywheel, we're going to try using this. It is easy, 3 10mm bolts to remove the top casing. It is very easy, but I'm just trying to show you that you can try to look in here and check out the condition of the flywheel. Oh, there we go. There we go, right here. There's the flywheel. And it is rusty, but it's not bad. Let's try the side camera. Okay, side camera's no good, you can't see it. But yeah, that's the flywheel right there, and this is the center of it. It's only a little bit rusty, so it's not bad. So we don't have to take that out. We can inspect the gas tank. As you can see, it's dry and empty. However, there is a lot of crap on the very bottom, see? Let's articulate this a little. That's the very bottom of it right there. As you can see, there's a lot of crap under there. It's covering up that mesh area where it's kind of like filtering out debris that goes into the fuel line. So it could get blown out. Not a big deal, not too bad. But it's good that you can see that though. And as you can see, this gas tank is completely empty, other than the debris. Just for fun, let's stick this into the muffler and see what a interior of a muffler looks like. So there you go, this is the top of the muffler. There's the output of the muffler. Let's go inside and see what the baffles look like. It's interesting. Let's go deep inside. Do the side camera. All right, that's cool. Muffler should have baffles and stuff. Look, this is the split screen where you can see both. The side camera and the main front camera. Looks okay to me. As you can see here, it's recording. So you know what? It's pretty good. The construction is really good, really good quality. It has this like spring part here where it, you know, this is the part where you swivel a lot and from wear. So to have that spring there is good. So it is kind of industrial because they think about the things about future wear and tear and that the way that it could be prolonged in terms of life. The bracket I think is unnecessary. For you to have to remove the separate screen and attach it on every time you want to use it, it's kind of a pain, but this is the right amount of length for something that I need, so I'm happy with the length of the cord. I do like that it has two cameras, one going forward, one going to the side, where you can choose which one you're looking at, the one in the front, the one on the side, or both at the same time. You can record and screenshot whatever you're seeing and play it later with the SD card. And it has good angles. It articulates very well. So once again, this is a borescope or endoscope or bore camera. It allows you to see tight spaces where you normally couldn't, or you'd have to spend a lot of time to disassemble for you to see that part. You can see all that stuff without taking everything apart with a borescope. So this is a DXZtoz a name. You got to get rid of the name. Nobody will ever remember the name. So it comes with a USB charging cable, USB-C, little dust brush, little attachments onto the end of here, such as a hook or a magnet, where if you get stuck, something gets stuck somewhere, you can use this to go and hook up the thing, or use a magnet to pick up a nut or a screw or something that you might have dropped in there, which is kind of cool. A cleaning wipe, some swabs, cleaning brush. On the bottom here is where you would stick in your SD card, which it already has one, which is nice. Usually these things don't come with an SD card, but this one does, and it's a 32 gigabyte. Over here is where you can charge with the USB-C. Because it's designed to angle this way, it's kind of hard to reach the bottom here, as opposed to if the screen was not angled that way. Again, this bracket I think is just for a stand. Completely unnecessary. You know? It's redundant. You don't need it. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. Feels like it's high quality, good weight to it. quality rubberized outer of the snake. It's kind of like a lip here to shade against the sun or reflection off the screen. The screen is very clear, color. And the dual cameras, I like it. It's good. If you guys like it too, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check it out on their Amazon store. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. That way I can keep on bringing you small engine content like this. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.